How's it going, everyone? Parth with Atlanta JDM here to show off another one of our imports, and today we are looking at a 1997 Honda Orthia. I love the Orthia. They're probably one of my favorite JDM imports because of how simple they are. They're basically Honda CR-V Civic wagons, B20B, and very easy to work on. Maintained here in the US, lots of interchangeable parts you can find at your local parts store with a little bit of research, of course. And mail carriers love this car for some reason, so I always try to keep one in stock. This one is not four-wheel drive. This is front-wheel drive, but it still has the B20B. So like a lot of our cars, I always start by doing a lap. This is a 25-year-old car. Remember, it's going to have some stuff. It's an old gal. So we'll start with a quick lap. As you can maybe tell with the lighting, the front end looks a little shinier than the rest of the car. That's because that's new paint, and the rest of the car is old paint. The front bonnet and the hood, or the front bonnet and the top of the car, well, I guess the hood, yeah, and the top of the car were just completely faded out. Just, I mean, pretty fugly enough for me to, you know, fix it. But you know, that's kind of the trade-off with Japanese cars when you do paint correction. You got to put new paint with old paint, and unless you paint the whole car, it's going to look like this. And unfortunately, if I painted the whole car, the asking price would kind of be a little high because this one's got really low miles. Kind of what I'm talking about with the paint fading is you can see under the door handle, maybe it's kind of dark on this side. Let's go over here. That's kind of what the fading looked like, but it was just all over the top of the car and all over the front and the quarters. It was kind of just like this. And again, it's just with age, nothing wrong with the car. No impacts, no collisions. And it's still on some of the side of the car and the rear of the car. But the biggest spot's probably going to be this scrape right here. Other than that, roof looks good. And quite honestly, I should have just left it as it was, but it does look much better now. Very common for these seals to be decaying. Another thing, all the hubcaps are kind of worn out. Thought it was going to be a little tacky if I took them off and spray painted them. So they are the OEMs. No one stole them at the port this time, so that's always great. This one does have the roof racks. And your trunk shade, which will go ahead and just open the rear right now, actually. Lots of space. Pull that up and you can go all the way back, or you can go halfway. All your goodies down here. Tools in here. And just like pretty much all Orthias, the insides are absolutely immaculate, aside from it being wet earlier and cleaning on the floor mat. But the foam is good. Feels like no one really even sat in the driver's seat, which is usually the first one to go or have problems. Original floor mats. I guess the only real complaint is this stain in the rear seat, kind of right here, which probably could be taken out with a really good thorough shampooing. Headliner in good condition. Doesn't look like the car has been smoked in. Doesn't smell like cigarettes. We can check the ashtray real quick. It's pretty clean, just dusty. Cup holders, love them. Hot heat, AC works. All the windows work. This one's got a little bit of a delay, but I think it's because it's cold. Secret cubby. Oh, a smoking sticker. Nice. Your manuals, probably service records. And like I said, this one's got really low miles. 74,649 verified kilometers. That translates to around 46,000 miles for a B20B is just outrageously low. Automatic transmission, And check out under the hood. Like all of our cars, they get a thorough service before leaving Japan. The biggest notable service for this one is having the timing belt and water pump job done. I know that the mileage didn't really reflect on it, but the age and the time did, so just went ahead and did it. For whoever buys this car, you're welcome. But we got old Honda's Old Faithful 4-cylinder 2.0 B20B, indestructible, hadn't even been broken in yet. And this is a GX model, 2.0 GX, not the all-wheel drive, the front-wheel drive. Aside from the timing belt though, sorry, my brain farted. Timing belt, then we did the front discs, the brakes were fine, plugs, all the belts. A right fan motor was replaced according to the invoice, along with routine fluids, transmission, engine, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see how she sounds. Also, this is a 97, so it is R134A. So when it comes to filling up the AC, you don't have to track down any R12, which is very expensive, and I think it's illegal here now, actually. Unless you have like a permit or something like that. Zoom out a little bit. No leaks. Like I said, my guys did everything. You can see the timing belt was done. What is that, 8? Oh, that's the correct date. There's no emperor date. So August 5th, 2024. But that is going to be it for this one. Short, sweet, and simple. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, whatever you want to call it. Spend time with your family. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. All the information is in the description below. We'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks.